Hello everyone, FrozenFoxy here, doing something a little different from what I normally end up doing on my channel. This is a roguelike game called Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Honestly, I wouldn't have even known about this game if it weren't for the fact that I was watching Jeff Major, who was doing it. Shout out to Jeff Major, awesome guy out there, definitely go check out his stuff. I like roguelikes. I'm a big fan of roguelike games, but the issue with roguelikes for me is I often forget all the keys. I'm terrible at remembering all the different keys that you can do, because there's lots and lots and lots of keys that are available in these kind of games, and you kind of have to remember a good number of them. The other problem is that the microphone is completely right in front of me and I can't quite see my keys when I'm trying to do something sometimes. Anyway, we'll see how this works. I wanted to put this up and see if anyone would be interested in seeing some kind of roguelike action going on, because it's very different from other games. It's a very wordy type game, and there's really not much in the way of graphics other than the old ASCII 2 kind of stuff going on. I might add some music in here because this is a completely silent game, and you guys can go ahead and tell me if you like the music being in here or not. So anyway, to explain what this game is, it's basically a zombie game that's very similar to DayZ, except for the fact that there's no graphics. Yes, so we've got DayZ without graphics, and I actually like this better than DayZ in all honesty. With this, you've got a whole bunch of options that you can set up before you even start out the game, and this is my current setup here. You can look over it and see what's all going on there, but the main things that I wanted to point out here is I've got drop containers, or dropping empty containers to 1, and what that allows me to do is drop all containers that aren't watertight, because you can fill up containers that are watertight. You can actually fill up containers that aren't watertight as well, but then stuff can get in there and it gets all nasty, and you just don't want that. That's not a good thing at all. The other thing that's going on here is I've got a static zombie spawn here. So what that means is there's going to be a certain amount of zombies spawned as soon as the world is created, and you can actually reset the world and all that kind of stuff to have new zombie spawns in case for some odd reason you manage to clear out the world. Yeah, fat chance. But the other way that it can work is if you put it to false, zombies will spawn when they hear you. So basically, if you're walking through a town and zombies would normally hear you, there's going to be zombies. And that is a pain in the ass because you cannot clear out zombies at all. We're going to have this static zombie spawn because it's possible to clear out a town, and we might be able to make a home base for ourselves. The other thing that I've gone ahead and done here is change the viewpoint width to 52 and the viewpoint height to 22. And that's about 1280, 720, so we get a 720p resolution here, which is kind of nice. I like that. The rest of this stuff, different random stuff like rain animation and gradual night light, which means that the light gradually changes while you're at nighttime and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and start a new game here, and we're going to do a custom character. We start out with 6 stat points. You can actually change that from its default to be more or less, but we're going to keep it at the default because I don't want to screw myself over and I don't want to make myself overly powerful. For strength, I'm going to go ahead and give myself 10 strength so that we have the capability to carry a lot of stuff, and we've got some good base hit points here, which is always nice. I'm also going to raise dexterity 1 so that we're able to hit well with melee weapons, and we've got a little bit of a range bonus. We don't have a throwing bonus when it's at 9. If you upgrade it a little more, you'll get some throwing bonus, but whatever. I'm also going to raise intelligence to 10 here so that we can get a little bit more skill comprehension and read times or lesson, all that kind of stuff. And then finally, perception I'm going to put up one here because I want to make sure that we actually are able to see traps and so forth, because that would suck if we stepped on traps and died immediately and it was very uneventful and all that kind of stuff. Alright, next thing is traits here. You start out with no possible points here. I believe you might be able to carry the points on over from here, but instead of doing that, I'm actually just going to take some negative traits to get the capability to get some of these traits over here. But anyway, we're going to be nearsighted, which means that we need to have glasses on. Otherwise, our sight radius is going to be severely reduced, and bad things will happen to us because we can't see them coming. We're also going to be a heavy sleeper here, and that basically means that if something decides to creep up on us, even if it's being fairly loud, it won't wake us up, and we'll have a problem with that because they'll be right on top of us. We probably won't notice until they start eating us. We don't want that to happen, but we're going to be like this. I'm not going to be illiterate because I would actually like to be able to read books. You can get some pretty sweet skills out of books. We will have some poor hearing though. This basically means that if there's some really quiet noises or far off noises, we won't be able to hear it, and that could get us into trouble, but whatever. I don't want to be an insomniac. We need to be able to sleep because you actually get healed while you're sleeping. Not fully. This isn't Fallout, but it does help to heal you up somewhat. We're definitely not going to get a meat intolerance because we need food. I don't want to be able to be beaten really easily, so let's not do that. Forgetful is an interesting skill because all skills in general have something called rust on them. So, in real life, you know how you get rusty with skills if you don't use them for a long time. Well, this is basically the same concept. If you don't use your skills for a while, you'll start to get skill rust, and eventually you won't know what you're doing with those skills. I believe if you level it up to another level, it will at least stay at that level, but if you earn some percentage after that, the rust will start to set in. Anyway, we might be a lightweight, I don't know. I really don't want to get addicted to drugs really easily. That would, well actually this isn't for addiction, it's just going straight to our heads and we suffer negative effects. Addictive personality would be what I was thinking of. We will be trigger happy though. Yes. So sometimes we will, if we have an automatic weapon, we'll start firing massive amounts of bullets, even though we want to fire single fire. It does not affect anything like handguns and so forth. We're not going to be smelly because then things will be able to smell us and track us down, and that's just never a good thing. No chemical imbalance. I don't want to be schizophrenic. That would be very awful. We're not going to be jittery. We don't want to hoard a bunch of stuff. We definitely don't want to be a savant. The problem with this is you'll specialize in one skill and everything else will fall behind, and it's really hard to get things to go together. We're not going to have mood swings. We will be a truth teller because we're not going to tell any lies to anyone out there. And we'll also be ugly, so some people out there may not like us, but I think that'll be enough. We've got 10 points now. That seems to be a fairly good thing. Now, a lot of people will not do this, but honestly, I like being self-aware, and that basically allows us to see what kind of hit points we have left on each of our limbs, so we can judge whether we're okay or not. Otherwise, you'll see a color that slowly goes down from green towards red, and once you get severe red, then you're basically lost a limb or died. But if we're self-aware, we can actually see how many points we have left until that limb is completely destroyed or we're dead and all that kind of stuff, and I really like that. So we're going to have that. Animal empathy, I've found, doesn't really help all that much, so I'm not going to worry about that. It would probably be good if you were trying to chase down a squirrel or a deer to kill it and eat it. But I have other ways of getting around that. We're not going to get most of these, but we are definitely going to be a pack mule. We're going to carry as much as possible. It'll be awesome. We're also going to be a fast reader, and this will allow us to read through books really quickly and learn new skills because we can read really quickly. Probably not the best skill in the world, but I like it. We're also going to be a fast learner here, and that'll leave us 2 points here. Actually, I may want to get rid of something. No, I'll probably keep this as it is. Now, you can choose a profession, and this will start you out with different things, but with unemployed, you're basically just a basic person, and there's nothing interesting about you. You will have to spend points depending on which one of these you go ahead and choose, except for, well, no, I suppose you have to spend points on Chainsmoker, too. No. It's -1 point. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I could technically be a chain smoker and have to have cigarettes all the time, which would be a pain in the ass. We're not going to do that. I'd like some melee skill, because that would be nice to have. Allow us to take down things a little bit faster when we're starting out. And the other thing that I like to go ahead and get is survival. And survival allows us to skin animals and get meat from them and all that kind of stuff. Honestly, the two biggest things, at least in my experience, are being able to fight and being able to eat. If you don't have one or the other, you're pretty screwed. In any case, now we can name our character here. Suppose we could do a random name. Let's go for it. Could be Noah Hall, Matthew Rivera, Sean Peterson, Chase Mitchell, Caden Bailey, Chase Adams, Kyle Adams. We will be Kyle Adams. Sounds good. It's a good name. It sounds like he would be dangerous out in the wild, and he's kind of, he might be called Grizzly at some point, and people would both fear and revere him. In any case, we'll definitely be a male, because that would be silly if we pick a male name and then we decide to be a female. And we'll get to it. So yes, we are sure that we are finished. So when you start out this game, you start in a random shelter of sorts. And sometimes there'll be people in the shelter. I found in the newer versions of this that there's usually not really anyone in the shelters for whatever reason. We are that nice little email @ symbol there, and we can walk around and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what this game looks like. And then you'll also see on the side that we've got our weapon as fists, and we get messages like moving past this bench here is slow. We can also look at various things around us. So I'm gonna go ahead and look at this bench, and that is a bench. Yes, we can even check out things while just standing. Look at different things. We got a counter over here and some lockers over here. Normally things that have stuff in them will be slightly lit up, and you'll be able to see it. But people who have played roguelikes before will understand this just fine. People who have not played roguelikes before will probably be looking at this and start scratching their head. They're like, what the fuck is he playing right now? I'm playing something that's fun. Trust me on this. Anyway, we're gonna check these lockers. It looks like most of them are empty. All right. So most of the shelters will have some kind of downstairs thing, and sometimes there'll be stuff here. We found a sweater here, which is nice. What do we have on currently? We've got some jeans, a t-shirt, sneakers, eyeglasses, so that we can actually see. Our weapons is obviously a fist. We've got a pocket knife, a matchbook. Not very good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this sweater. We're gonna wear this sweater just because maybe we'll get cold. Who knows? You never know. We also found a plastic bottle of clean water. That's nice. Let's move around here. Something over here. We've got a tin can of tuna fish. I'll take that. That seems like a good item to have. What else? Got a roll mat. Roll mats will allow you to basically sleep pretty much anywhere. It's kind of like a bedroll of sorts. I don't know that I really want to carry that around with me because that is fairly heavy, and as you can see up toward the top there, that my volume turned red when I went to take that. That means we'll be over encumbered if I take this bedroll, so I'm gonna leave it here. It's not that important at the moment to have a roll mat. Let's see what else we got in here. Got another plastic bottle of clean water that has over encumbered us. Nice. We could really use something to hold this stuff. It looks like I was gonna say it was cigarettes, but no, it's actually bandages. And we definitely could use bandages. Because Lord knows I'm going to get my face ripped off by a zombie as soon as I get out of here. Which is not going to be good. You can't really see what's going on here, but at the moment I am searching around this entire place. It's very hard to see. Alright, it doesn't look like there's much of anything here, so let's head back upstairs and we'll work our way from here. So, in all these evac shelters, you'll see a computer console, one that's working, and usually one that's broken in the corner. I don't know why it's like that. We don't really have any computer skills, so we can't go ahead and hack that very well. We'll head out into the world and close this door behind us so that nothing gets in there. I'd like to pick up some rocks, but we're already overburdened at the moment. Before we start moving around, let's go ahead and check out our surroundings on the map here. So this is the evac shelter that we started at. We're just right next to it, and looks like these red things, I believe, are craters up here. Yeah, so something got exploded over here. I don't know what the hell happened there, but that does not look like a particularly safe place to go. And these lines are roads here. Got a subway station, some houses. So all the green arrows are going to be houses. This light blue arrow, that's a sporting goods store, as we can see. We got a police station here. The problem with police stations is sometimes you'll get zombie policemen. And sometimes zombie policemen are carrying guns, which they can shoot at you. That's a problem. Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. Got a garage here. There might be some kind of vehicle in there, which could be nice. Restaurant, maybe some food. Keep in mind that food does rot in this game, so not everything is going to be helpful. Got a bar here. We're not gonna really drink much. Got a bank. We could get some money, which may or may not be helpful. A park and a military surplus. That could be nice. A parking lot also could have some vehicles. So yeah, we will start up towards this town, I imagine. It looks like there's a lab down here, which is that, yeah, it's a science lab, which is that blue L down there. And F's on the map indicate forest. And before we get started, we'll head down into the forest. Actually, before that, I'm gonna go to this red % mark here, which is strawberries. And we're having trouble carrying such a large volume, so I think I'm going to eat a few things. I'm gonna eat a water, yes. And we're slaked now. I'm gonna also eat some strawberries, and we are full of food, which is a good start to things, but honestly, it would be nice if we could get a weapon. So we got a rabbit and a squirrel running around, which is the little R there. You can barely tell, but the squirrel is a slightly gray R, whereas rabbit's a very white R. We're not going to care about that right now. I am headed in here to move past these young trees. Number 1s are young trees, 7s are large trees, but this brown slash here is a nice heavy stick, and we're going to pick that up. Yes, I will drop my plastic bottle of water, and with this stick, I am going to actually build something. yes, you have a build menu in this, so you can build weapons, and we are going to make a wood spear out of it using our pocket knife. Basically, the way that this works is the wood is carved to become a spear rather than tying the pocket knife to it, because we don't have any sort of duct tape or anything. But let's go ahead and do that, and there's no room in our inventory, so we drop our spear. We're going to go ahead and pick up the spear. And now we've got that as a weapon. And I don't think... okay, I guess I'm able to pick up that plastic bottle of water. It would be nice if I had somewhere to store my items, but right now I've got nothing. Oh well. We'll deal with it as it comes. Looks like there's a little blue thing here. Can check out what that is. So it looks like we've got an electric motor out here and a whole bunch of rocks around us. Nothing important. And another cool thing is you can turn on and off safe mode. So if you're running real fast for whatever reason and you happen to bump into something that's dangerous, safe mode will prevent you from moving towards it, which is a good thing, because you do not want to move towards it if it's going to kill you. Got a pipe here. I don't think I need a pipe. I've got my wood spear. Oh, we got a child zombie. Alright, let's see where this child zombie is. He's up north somewhere. How far up north? Oh, there he is. He's really far up north. We haven't even made it to the city yet, and there's a child zombie on the outside. The problem with child zombies is, a couple of things. First of all, child zombies are really, really fast. Second of all, they will make you feel horrible if you kill them, because it's a morality kind of thing. Killing a child, you know, it makes you feel kind of crappy, even if it was a child zombie. But yes, a horrifying child zombie. You feel a twinge of remorse looking at it. Alright, we're going to do our best to go around that. I'm going to turn off safe mode. And hopefully we can move around the child zombie without the child zombie noticing us. I'm going to turn safe mode back on and see if we can't get out of here. And once in a while it will save the game, since I've turned on periodic saving, which is nice because I don't want to exit the game if something bad happens and, you know, like the game crashes or something, and then suddenly I'm back at the beginning of the game and have to start all over again. That would just be silly. Alright, so we are currently next to a house here. It's quite possible that there's a bunch of zombies around this house, but currently I don't see any of them. Something I would like to show before we continue on here is taking off my eyeglasses. I'm going to take those off real quick. And I guess we don't have any... Well, you know what? No. I'm not going to do that just yet, because if we do drop that, then we might not be able to pick it back up, and I don't want to deal with that. Where the hell is this child zombie at? That's pretty far away. I don't think we're going to have any trouble with that. Got a bench, some pavement. What is this, a park or something? Blackboard, or a backboard. Yeah, this is like a basketball court or something like that. At least that's what it seems to be. What is that down there? It's a park. Yeah, it's a park. Well, I guess even in the afterlife-ish thingy, child zombies want to play? I don't know. Damn, this door's locked. Okay. Turn safe mode back on for the moment and check out this door as well. Hey, we got an unlocked door here. I got some stuff in front of it. A couple of bookcases here. But we're inside a house. That's a good start. Empty desk. What do we got here? A cotton hat. I'm going to go ahead and take that and wear it, if I can. Come on. Yes. Put on that cotton hat. What do we have here? We've got cocaine! We found a drug dealer's house. Awesome! No, I'm not going to take that right now. Actually, does that do... No, that doesn't even have any volume or weight. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. I'll just take that. Might as well. Got a US Weekly here. Those do have one weight and one volume, so we're not going to pick that up. US Weekly apparently will bring our speech skill up, which might be nice if we could find a person to actually talk to. But I don't think we're going to find that anytime soon. Got a fire extinguisher here, some rubber gloves, potato chips. I think I'll leave that for the moment. Dust mask. I'm gonna take this dust mask. Cool thing about dust masks is you can put them on and they will protect you just a tiny bit from disease. Dust masks are basically those things that they're a little cotton thing that covers your mouth. In fact, we can read about it. It's a simple piece of cotton that straps over the mouth and provides a small amount of protection from airborne illnesses and dust, which it's kind of nice. It's not the best thing in the world. It actually encumbers our mouth just a little bit, and our running is slowed for whatever reason when our mouth is encumbered. But that really doesn't matter because our speed really didn't change. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that on for the moment. Let's see. We got a butter knife. A small cardboard box of flour, another butter knife, got an X-Acto knife here, some potato chips, gallon of bleach. We really don't need bleach. Another dust mask. We might make this our home here. Got a nice little frying pan. Got some stuff in the fridge. Why is there a frying pan in the fridge? That's kind of odd. Okay. And doesn't look like there's much of anything else over here. For some strange reason, there's a door right behind the refrigerator. Okay, I don't know why that's there. Whatever. We're gonna drop some stuff into this fridge. We're gonna put our water into the fridge, our tuna into the fridge, and our other water into the fridge. Technically, we don't need to put water into the fridge. Food will keep a little bit longer if it's in a fridge, which is kind of nice. And now we're less weighed down since we don't have that on us anymore. Oh, we found a flashlight here. I will definitely take that. Flashlight can be very helpful if it starts to get dark outside and you need to see your way around for whatever reason. Yeah, we got cooking on a budget here. Nice. We can learn to cook. Rubber glove. Yeah, we've already checked that. Let's see what we got around here. Close that door for the moment. A plastic bag of potato chips. Got some scissors. Can of cola. That could be nice. A messenger bag. Nice. And we will definitely put that on. That allows us to carry some more, so you'll see that our volume has actually gone up a bit because we can now put some stuff in the messenger bag, which is great. Anything that we can use to carry stuff around is a good thing. We'll go ahead and take that cheap lighter, take the thread out of here, and I'll go ahead and leave the rest of this stuff in here. I don't think there's anything I really want at the moment. Yeah, I think I'll pick up this can of cola and put it in the fridge. I'd like to at least clean up this house a bit so that I know where stuff is. I believe over here is beds, yes, so we have a place to sleep now, which is nice. Yeah, I think this will be our base of operations for the moment. We might leave this town later on, but this seems like a fairly comfortable place. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this bag of flour. Let's at least clean up the floor bits. And get that butter knife. Get another butter knife. What do we got here? X-Acto knife, potato chips, and bleach. Let's see, another dust mask. What's on this table exactly? Fire extinguisher and ammonia. Yeah, that's gonna put us over if we take those. We won't take those just yet. Take cooking on a budget and the scissors. And We'll take, oh, nice little pot here. The great thing about having pots and frying pans and all that kind of stuff is you can eventually cook food if you've got some kind of hot plate, something like that. I think I'll go ahead and clean up the rest of this house, and we'll be back in just a bit to see what this house looks like once I have cleaned everything up.